गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी। बच्चों कैसे हो आप? आई होप कि आप सभी लोग बेहतर होंगे और अपना ख्याल अच्छे से रखते होंगे। जो भी गवर्नमेंट की गाइडलाइन है कोरोना से बचने के लिए उसको आप फॉलो करते होंगे। इन प्रीवियस क्लासेस आई हैव डिस्कस अबाउट द मिरर एंड टाइप्स ऑफ मिरर। मिरर आर ऑफ टू टाइप. One is the plane mirror and other one is the spherical mirror. What is the plane mirror? Those mirror in which a plain piece of glass are taken and polished with one surface with the help of red oxide and silver is called the plane mirror. Second one is the spherical mirror. If we take a hollow sphere of glass and polished one surface, then it is called the spherical mirror. Types of spherical mirror are of two types. One is the convex and other one is the concave on the basis of polishing of the surface. Today I will discuss about the image formation by the mirror. जैसा कि बच्चों आपको मैं बताऊं कि spherical mirror is mentioned in your syllabus, but plane mirror is not mentioned in your syllabus. But एक little bit information आपको plane mirror के बारे में भी बताते हैं. Now I will discuss about image characteristics of image formed by the plane mirror. Now characteristics of image formed by plane mirror. First point is very important, that plane mirror always form a virtual image of real object. Plane mirror always form virtual image of a real object. I have told that what is the virtual image? Those images which is formed by imaginary intersecting of the reflected ray. And other important point of the virtual image that it cannot be obtained on the screen. It means that those images which is formed by the plane mirror you cannot obtain on the screen. I think you understand in better way. Second important is that the image which is formed by the plane mirror is same size of object. So the image formed by plane mirror will be same size of object. It means that जितना साइज ऑब्जेक्ट का होगा उतना ही साइज उसके इमेज का भी होगा. एंड थर्ड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज दैट द इमेज फॉर्म बाय द प्लेन मिरर इज एज फॉर बिहाइंड द मिरर. द थर्ड पॉइंट इज दैट द इमेज फॉर्म बाय द plane mirror as for object from the plane mirror. It means that जितनी डिस्टेंस पे प्लेन मिरर के सामने ऑब्जेक्ट होगा उतनी ही डिस्टेंस पे उसके बिहाइंड उसका इमेज का फॉर्मेशन होगा. And third point is that the image formed by plane mirror is laterally inverted. The fourth point is that the image formed by plane mirror is laterally inverted. Now, the plane mirror always form virtual image of a real object, so it cannot be obtained on the screen. So it cannot be obtained on the screen. On the screen, the image found by plane mirror will be same size of object. The image found by the plane mirror as far object from the plane mirror, and the image found by the plane mirror is laterally inverted. It is the characteristics of the image which is found by the plane mirror. Now I will discuss about the some important terms related with spherical mirror, because spherical mirror is mentioned in your syllabus. So I will start the detailed study about the spherical mirror. Now, very important terms related with spherical mirror. The terms related with spherical mirror. The first important point is that pole. What is the pole? The geometric midpoint of reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is called the pole. The geometric midpoint of the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is called pole. It is denoted by P. It is denoted by P. It is denoted by P. Suppose that this is the what? Concave mirror. This is the concave mirror, and this is the convex mirror. This is the convex mirror. What is the pole? Pole is the geometric midpoint. That is the effective width of the reflecting surface. This is the effective width of reflecting surface, and the midpoint of this effective width is called pole, denoted by P, and this is called the pole. So the geometric midpoint of reflecting surface of a spherical mirror is called pole. Now I will discuss about the second important term is center of curvature. Curvature. What is the center of curvature? The center of hollow sphere. The center of hollow sphere. Which part is spherical mirror? Which part is spherical mirror called center of curvature? It is denoted by C. It is denoted by C. Look this picture. Suppose that this sphere is completed in this side, and this sphere is completed in this side. It is what? It is a concave mirror, and it is a convex mirror. Here you will observe that the center of hollow sphere. This is the hollow sphere. The center of hollow sphere, which part is mirror? This is the part of mirror, and this is the hollow sphere. The center of hollow sphere is called what? Center of curvature. One point is please in your mind, that the center of curvature in concave mirror is located in front of reflecting surface, and the center of curvature of a convex mirror is located behind the mirror. Now, the third very important terms is principal axis. What is the principal axis? The line passes through the center of curvature and pole of mirror is called the principal axis. Then the line passes through center of curvature and pole of mirror is called principal axis. So this is the line which is passed through center of curvature and pole is called principal axis. So what is this? This is the principal axis. This is the C means center of curvature and P means pole. Okay, these terms is like you understand here. Now fourth terms is that is radius of curvature. What is the radius of curvature? Very simple, that the distance between pole and center of curvature is called radius of curvature. The distance between pole and center of curvature is called radius of curvature. It is denoted by R. These are the very important terms. What? Center of curvature, the center of hollow sphere. Which part is mirror? Here convex mirror. Then sphere is completed in this side. So concave mirror, the center of curvature situated in front of a reflecting surface, and in convex mirror the center of curvature is situated behind the mirror. Okay, now principal axis, the line which is passes through pole and center of curvature is called the principal axis. Radius of curvature is that the distance between the pole and center of curvature is called the radius of curvature. Now the effective width of this mirror is called the aperture. That is, what is the aperture? This effective width of reflecting surface is called the aperture. It is a very easy term. Now I will discuss about the focus. Focus. It is very important terms for your board examination. Suppose that this is the what? Concave mirror, and this is what? Convex mirror. Okay, and this is the what? Pole. This is what? Pole. Suppose this is the center of curvature. This is the center of curvature. The line passes through center of curvature and pole is called principal axis. This is the what? Principal axis. Okay. What is the focus? The light rays coming parallel to principal axis. After reflection, they will meet that point of principal axis or appear to meet that point of principal axis. This point is called the focus of the mirror. So here you will write that the light rays coming parallel to principal axis after reflection, the light rays coming parallel to principal axis of mirror after reflection they will meet to that point on principal axis or appear to meet that point on principal axis. This point is called focus of the mirror. It is denoted by F. F. Okay, you will look this picture and observe it is the what? Focus. What is the focal length? Now that is the next point that is the focal length. The distance between pole and focus is called focal length. Okay. You will observe that the focus of concave mirror is situated in front of reflecting surface, and the focus of convex mirror is located behind the reflecting surface. It is very important point and freeze in your mind this picture. So today I have discussed about some important terms related with spherical mirror. Next time I will discuss about the rules for image formation by the mirror.